After long last, we have reached December football, and that means one thing and one thing only. It's time to talk about the hunt for the Lombardi. Now, I know some of y'all going to be saying, like, whoa, you still got 4 weeks of football left. Why are you starting so early? Because now's the time to talk about the championship teams that are going to be going to the next level. Now, for certain teams, they've already punched their ticket, that being the Chiefs and the Bills. Now, I'm sure that comes as no surprise for the Chiefs. You know, they're the reigning Super Bowl champions, and they pretty much just had their first loss like about a week ago. And not only are the Bills in the playoffs, but they have also sealed their division, which, when you look at it, really also isn't that shocking either. I mean, you got the Patriots, they're in the rebuild mode. The Dolphins could make the playoffs, but we'll have to see what happens. And the Jets are, the Jets. Now, there is a lot of football still left to be played, but there are certain teams that just need 1 or 2 more weeks to punch their ticket in. And speaking of teams that are about to punch their ticket, I called it in the offseason. I stuck by it. I've stuck by it, and I just needed to be known that as a Ravens fan, I personally don't appreciate you guys put me in this position of having to say this. But yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers are Super Bowl contenders.
I told you and I told you.
I will never understand the thought process of anybody canceling out or quitting on the Pittsburgh Steelers as long as the head coach is Mike Tomlin. This being his 17th season as the head coach for the Steelers and has yet to have a losing season. Yeah, we're going to doubt this guy, right? This is the season that this was going to happen, right? This was the year that the Steelers weren't going to make the playoffs. That's what all the experts were saying, especially within the division. Everybody was saying that the Bengals were going to win the division and the Steelers were going to be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes, I am.
Wrong.
Y'all gonna learn one day not to cancel out T.J. Watt and them boys. And after shooting themselves in the foot once again against the Eagles, Ravens players and coaches have a lot of questions they need to ask themselves during their bye week. Will they make the playoffs? Will they make a splash? Will they go deep into the playoffs? Will they do anything? None of that, absolutely none of that, matters if they can't figure out what they're trying to do as a team, who they are as a team. How many more Hall of Fame caliber players are they going to waste trying to figure things out and get the right people and personnel to do what they need to do on a football field? And since we're in the North, let's go to the NFC side of the fact and talk about these Lions, Vikings, and Packers. Especially the Lions, they've been shutting things down and just doing all kinds of entertaining, crazy stuff, crazy physical football in Detroit. I called it years ago saying these boys were legit. And they proved me right last year, making it to the NFC Championship. If they keep playing the way they've been playing, they might be going a little further. But it's not looking like the Packers or the Vikings have any intention of letting Detroit get there easily. All 3 of these teams are in the playoff hunt. But will the Packers or the Vikings let the Lions go to the next level alone? And there are quite a few teams that got 6 wins in their win column that could potentially make it to the playoffs, but they got a lot of work ahead of them. This is the conversation that every team is shooting to be in at the end of the year. And even though we got a few teams that everybody knows isn't making it to the next round, only 2 playoff spots have been clinched. So to all the teams that are going to be fighting for those last remaining playoff spots,
Game on!
Thank you for watching this video. By all means, like, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and push the subscribe and notification button for videos already up and for the ones to come.